Hello everybody and welcome to Game A Dayer. It is day 147 here on Game A Dayer. My name is Step and today it is a Sunday in spring, which means, wow, it is a Spring Sakura Sunday. Today is the last Spring Sakura Sunday. I know I said we'd be going through till the end of spring, but as it turns out, I am out of Sakura games. I don't own everything by Winged Cloud. I could substitute other visual novels with talent, but I think this is the end of this series for now. We may revisit in the future. If you've enjoyed Spring Sakura Sundays, let me know in the comments, please. And also, go back and give the video some love. But today, on the final Spring Sakura Sunday, we have Sakura Magical Girls. Date 3 magical girls who make a spectacular entry into a beach resort, protecting love itself from the forces of evil in the newest Sakura game from Winged Cloud. This game has mostly positive reviews. It was released this past, a year ago February, and it is available on Steam for $10.99. Boy, you know, the rest of the Winged Cloud bundle, I could totally just buy it all for $28.38. If only there were some patron out there who wanted to throw money at the rest of the Sakura bundle, I would be glad to pay for it and make those videos. But for now, this is going to be the final entry for this year. So, let's jump in and play it. Okay. Listen to that beat. Okay, well, I guess let's just start. Manager, about time you showed up. There's a lot that needs to be done, you know. Well, that's a nice way to say hello. Too bad I can't really say anything back. The manager is friends with my dad, so I'd rather not cause any trouble there. I heard from your dad that you were a bit of a delinquent. Some hard work ought to knock that out of you. This guy's gonna be a pain. I can only force a smile. Yes, sir. That doesn't sound very sincere. Listen, you cause any trouble for the customers and you're out of here. And we wouldn't want that to happen, would we? Unfortunately, we wouldn't. I need this job. I had to borrow a bit of money from my dad and I want to pay him back as soon as possible. At least, he's not charging interest. Now then, do you need a tour? Surely a delinquent could appreciate working in a high-class resort like this. Yes, of course. The truth is that I hate the sort of people you find in these places. But not much I can do about that. Follow me then. After perhaps the most boring tour of my life, the manager finally takes me back to the hotel lobby. How anyone could make a high-class resort boring is beyond my comprehension. Now then, I'm going to give you a very important job. You're going to be on cleanup duty to begin with. Sorry, I'm recording this early. Don't screw it up. I'm tempted to start grinding my teeth. How could I possibly screw that up? Yes, sir. Good. He walks off. Wait, where are the cleaning things? I gave you your tour. You should be able to work that one out yourself. Or weren't you paying attention? What a dick. Excuse me. Good luck. He wanders off to some other part of the resort, leaving me to fend for myself. If I didn't have to put up with him, I probably would have punched him out by now. It's going to take me a while to pay off what I owe my dad. I just hope that this manager doesn't drive me insane before I get there. Going to the back room, I managed to find what I need after a bit of searching. A mop and a bucket. Thanks for nothing. I'm not a fan of nepotism, but at least I have a chance to pay off what I owe my dad. I would have preferred something like bricklaying or construction work. Beggars can't be choosers, though. Most employers don't want to hire a delinquent like me. Oh, so you actually are a delinquent. My high school marks weren't exactly the best either. As I continue to mop, I can't help but notice how barren it feels. I know that it's not a busy hour for the resort, but it's also strangely silent around here. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. Wait. There's some sort of weird stuff on the floor. I reach down and touch it, noticing that it's sticky. Okay, who did this? Who left a mess on the floor? I say that before I can stop myself. Angrily mumbling under my breath, I obliterate the dirty spot with my mop. There. It's then that I notice there's more of it leading down the hallway. Come on, really? I'm not even going to hide how pissed off I am. Someone's ruining the floors I just cleaned. But how did they get past me if that's the case? I should follow the trail and see where it leads. Alright, whoever you are, you can come out now. I clean up the trail as I go. Hopefully, I can just let them know to knock it off. It's then I noticed a strange squishing noise. Hey, whoever's making that noise, find somewhere more private to do it. No response, just more noise. Fine. If that's how it's going to be, as soon as I turn the corner, I see it. What the hell? It's like a big mass of blue jelly. It quivers and oozes across the floor, slowly sliding along it and leaving a nasty mess in its wake. What the hell is this thing? Slowly, I take a step toward it. It immediately reacts, moving a little bit closer to my location. Whatever this thing is, it seems to react to movement. I need to get away from it, but I need to move slowly enough that it won't move towards me. It's then my foot slips out from under me. Damn. I forgot about the slime trail it left. Landing on my back, I'm winded for a moment. It immediately senses me and begins to crawl toward where I'm landing. I manage to scramble up to my feet, but the thing's on top of me. My first instinct is to punch it. I can throw a pretty hard right hook when I want to, but all my fist does is get trapped uselessly in this mess. I struggle to free my arm, but whatever this thing is, it's too strong for me. In fact, it's actually pulling me in. That's what happens when you fight a gelatinous cube. With my free arm, I desperately try to grab anything to help me free myself. With that failing me, I grab the mop and try to hit the thing with it. Wait, it's actually recoiling from me? The dripping of hot, soapy water from the mop seems to make it retreat from me. It still hasn't let go of my arm, though. As it's retreating, it's actually dragging me along with it. Slippery ground makes it impossible for me to keep my footing, too. I make one last desperate grab for my bucket. Hot, dirty water splashes everywhere, hitting the jelly thing. It finally lets go of my arm, giving me the chance to get to my feet again. I grab the bucket with both hands and throw the entire contents of the bucket on it. Reeling from the water, it slides as fast as it can away from me. You better run! I'll clean up the mess later. It disappears around the corner. At last, we have you cornered. You will not escape justice. What? I turn around the corner to see what is happening. Wow. A strange blonde girl stands in front of the slime. Her outfit... I've never seen anyone wear something like that before. Hot pink and showing off her boobs shamelessly. In her hands, a brightly colored wand twirls around. Sparkles and love hearts seem to paint the very air as she wields it. For a moment, I'm just stunned at the sight. So stunned I forgot about the slime. It must have sensed danger as it's trying to move away from her as fast as possible. Behold the power of love! With this magical wand, I will erase all sadness and evil from this world. Be gone, evildoer! From the tip of her wand, a huge flash of light erupts from it. Department of Redundancy Department, blinding me for a moment. When I open them again, the only thing which I could describe as the thing I can only describe as a pink laser blasts the slime. I'm gonna have to do some editing as I go here. The sheer force of the beam shears it in half, destroying any cohesion it might have had. In spite of the devastating attack, it's still trying to weakly slip away. Oh, it's still alive. It must be an especially wicked slime. Leave it to me! It's then that someone else steps in. Okay. This time it's a redhead. Her outfit is every bit as ridiculous as the blonde girl's, with rainbows and showing off her body as much as possible. Her wand seems to have a trail of rainbows? As she swings it around, the tip of her wand seems to have a gigantic energy ball forming on its tip. It grows and grows until it's a massive humming ball. With my power, I will erase evil from this world. Feel the unrelenting might of love and friendship. Love and friendship are the last things that come to my mind as I see her wielding that wand like some sort of energy hammer. I back off as she begins to charge for the slime. In spite of what happened before, I feel almost sorry for the damn thing. As she brings the wand down, the ball detonates into a gigantic sphere of light. Any trace of the slime is completely erased from the area. The two of them are still standing there and don't seem like they've noticed me. Maybe I should walk away before they know I'm here? Oh, there's someone here. Hello. Wow, that hair. Or head wings? Those are really something. She waves enthusiastically at me. Oh, someone actually saw that. We will have to erase his memories. Sorry, but can you stand still for a moment? Her wand begins to charge up again. I'm not waiting around for this. Bolting down the hall, I move before she can use it. Hey, where are you going? He's running away. Damn straight I'm running away. I'm on my break now. I have no idea what the hell all that was about. Was it magic? Or that's the only thing that comes to mind. And what was she going to do to me? It sends shivers down my spine just to think about it. I'm not going to say that I'm a coward or anything, but there's no way in hell that I could put up a fight against those monsters. At least they cleaned up any trace of that slime. The manager would have let me heard the end of it. The manager wouldn't have let me hear the end of it if the floors were dirty. Don't get me wrong, they were hot. But I think there's a heap of craziness to go with it. Perhaps it would be the best thing to forget all about that. You look like you're thinking hard about something. If it's about us, you don't have to worry about that soon. You're a quiet one, aren't you? Get the hell away from me, you two. I scrambled to my feet and put my hands in front of me. Whoa, there's no need to be like that. I saw what you two can do, and I don't want that happening to me. Then let me just erase your memories peacefully. Now. That slime looked like it had feelings, it was fleeing from him. Now that you mention it, whatever it is you two are involved in, I don't want anything to do with it. But if you can fight those evil creatures, then you have an obligation to join us. That's true. You seem to have a talent for it. Seriously? Look, I think that if you're going to rope me into this, you can at least owe me an explanation. What is there to explain? We destroy evil creatures with the power of love. That death laser is supposed to be the power of love. What else would it be? But that slime was an evil creature, which is why the laser destroyed it. We must eliminate all evil from this world. You have nothing to fear from us if you do not conspire with evil. Any sane person would be afraid. I'm a bit of a rough guy, but there's no way in hell that I'd be stupid enough to mess with these two. So, how do you make the slime run from you? I threw hot water at it. That doesn't really sound like a technique I've heard of before. That's because I don't have magical powers or anything like that. It got a hold of my arm and I just did anything I could to make it let go. The truth is that you should not even be able to see that slime. That is also true. Perhaps we need to take you somewhere where we can properly assess your abilities. Please don't. I just work at this place and I really need this job. If money is a problem, we can put you through to our employer. Someone actually pays these two to run around and do this? Look, I can't quit this job. I can't quite this job and help you vanquish evil or whatever it is that you do. There's no reason why you can't do both, is there? We're currently working in this mission, and we will need all the help we can get. This is very true. There is a lot of accumulated evil here. Unless we eliminate it, all sorts of bad things could happen to people here. Maybe even the end of the world. I just look at them both. Fine, as long as it doesn't interfere with my job. We will find a way to let you juggle both. Don't worry. You don't have to worry about a thing. I have a lot to worry about, you know. Come on, you're never going to get anywhere with that sour attitude. Be positive. Don't tell me what to be. You've got a bit of a defiant streak to you. I like it. Whatever. So, how much of my time is this going to take? Not much. You'll just have to clean up some slimes and trim some vines. There's vines now? We'll explain about those later. For now, we must return to our duties. Right, you go do that. What was your name, by the way? Now you're going to ask me that? Well, yes, I have to ask eventually. It would be awkward if we didn't know your name at this point. Taichi. Taichi is probably... I'm Yuki. And I'm Hikari. We are both magical girls. Whenever there is evil, the two of us work together to undo it. The destruction of sorrow is our creed. You told me that much already. It's fun to introduce myself that way. Are you always like this with your job? Not really. The manager is a pain, but I have to put up with it. All I can do is grit my teeth and say yes. I see. Well, we will not keep you for much longer. Yep, I can already sense more evil gathering together just north of us. We must go and destroy it. Until next time, Taichi. We will be seeing you soon. The two of them seemingly fly off in an instant, leaving a shadow of sparkles and floating love hearts in their wake. Don't just go and decide these things on your own. Maybe I should have just let them erase my memories. Then again, they said I could see these things when I shouldn't be able to. So, would I just run into the same problem again? And maybe having two jobs instead of one would be the way to go. The debt I owe my dad isn't getting any smaller. After all that nonsense, I finally got back to my normal job. Of course, the first thing that stupid manager does is assign me to clean up the messiest room he can find. What the hell even happened in here before I got here? Whatever it was, it sure did leave a mess everywhere. I'm tempted just to bleach the whole lot of it and make sure it's all disinfected. Damn it, why are people so filthy? I can't help but complain to myself as I work. As much as I hate this work, It's helping to distract me from any thoughts of those magical girls. Those wands, there's no way that love could possibly be a massive pink laser of death, right? Or some kind of orb hammer of destruction? Either way, I have a feeling that my problems aren't going to end here. Oh, hey, Taichi. The manager bumbles into the room. Not a bad job. He looks around the room with those dull eyes of his. You missed a spot here. I see a small amount of dust on the tip of his finger. We have standards here. If you want to stay around, you're going to have to do a better job. I can just tell this prick is enjoying every moment of mocking me like this. Yes, sir. I'll fix it right away. Good. Then we'll make a decent worker out of you yet. As he walks out of the room, I can't help but curse a little bit under my breath. When's the last time that fat idiot did any hard work around here? All he does is walk around and see if employees are doing what they're supposed to. I bet I could do a better job than that. As I continue to think angry thoughts, I notice a pot plant in the corner of the room. Was that always here? I don't think I saw it when I walked in earlier. I run my fingers along the edge of the pot, noticing how much dust has settled on it. Some of the soil in the pot has got shaken out too. Now, who would be dumb enough to put a pot plant in a hotel room? As I begin to clean up the mess, I hear a slight rustle from the plant. Wait a minute, what kind of plant is this anyway? It seems to have long vines draped across. I trail off as the thought of vines enters my head. The rustling begins to grow louder. I suddenly jump back from the pot. Vines burst out of the pot, snaking their way all over the room. They quickly find their way to me, binding my arms and preventing me from moving. Damn it! So this thing is some sort of accumulated evil? It's not as strong as the slime, but I'm still struggling to pull back against it. On top of everything else, I'm making a huge mess of the whole room. Get off me, you stupid plant! I can't see anything in the room which will help me against this pot plant. Oh, it looks like you're having some trouble. Need a little help with that overgrown daisy? Oh no, another weirdo's about to appear. I'm fine, thanks. It certainly doesn't look like that. There's no shame in having a little help to get something off, is there? It's then that I see the owner of the voice. Another redhead. In spite of the vines pulling me in, I can't help but stare. Her attire is quite unlike the other two, but no less skimpy. And what I feel from it is entirely different too. The other two had a distinct innocence to them. There's something a bit darker to this one. Waves and spirals of purple light radiate from her, slowly circling the room. When the vines come into contact with them, they begin to wither. She smiles confidently as more and more light encircles her. With those I have bound in my service, I will terminate wickedness from this world. The shadow belongs to us. They are our servants. With my might, I will blind those who torment us, and make them into our allies. A wave of force echoes through the room, throwing everything into disarray. The vines immediately retreat back to their pot, but it's too late. Whatever she did, it causes them to wilt and shrivel. The plant inside the pot is surely dead now. She calmly puts her hands down and surveys the room. A clean binding. I do so like it when they're submissive. Right. I'm about to leave the room before she steps in front of me. Going somewhere, boy? Don't you have something you need to finish? Who the hell are you calling boy? Acting so tough, you're just adorable. Look at the mess you just caused. My, aren't you grateful to your savior? I will have to punish you if you don't start behaving better. Don't do anything else. Or what, boy? What are you going to do? Don't tell me... do tell me how you plan to stop me. Damn it, just stop it already. I'll have to clean up this room again. She clicks her fingers. Everything immediately goes back to where it was. I guess that's solved then. Now you're in my debt. And my first request is that you listen to what I have to say. Look, I'd love to, but I don't have another break for a while. Don't worry. I can talk to people just the right way to get you a break. Fine. Go do that. Let me guess, you're another magical girl. Very good. Looks like I don't need to train you much. I think you're going to make an excellent pet. I'm not going to be anyone's pet, especially not yours. Why not? Wouldn't you enjoy being dominated? You do seem like the type. She sways her chest a little bit. If you're thinking I'm going to fall for you because you batted your eyelashes at me, forget it. My, you really are a sour one, aren't you? Why not cut loose and have a little fun? Why not just get to the point? So you're a magical girl, but you're a bit different. Different compared to what? I kind of met 2 magical girls today. And those 2, again, it's... isn't it... Oh, the girl. It's those 2 again, isn't it? You know Hikari and Yuki? All too well. They keep muscling in on my territory. Magical girls have territory now? Yes, I was hired to deal with the situation here. There's a large amount of accumulated bad karma here, and I am seeking to quell it. Bad karma? Those 2 wand-twirling idiots would call it evil. Right. So, judging by the way you phrased it before, you want to control it? That's right. It does so please me when things obey me. Stop it already. The reality is that bad karma is never going to disappear altogether. I see it as a force that can be harnessed for our benefit. Right. That's all well and good, but what does that have to do with me? Well, if you have already made contact with those 2, then you're involved in this whether you like it or not. And I must say, I enjoy the idea of you being helpless and submitting to it. You really are something else, aren't you? She lets out a small laugh. You certainly do have your own charm, too. It's little wonder those 2 didn't turn your brain into slurry. Wait, into slurry? It's a side effect of the mind wiping. It only lasts about a minute, but I've heard it's extremely unpleasant. You would have been fine, though. It really sounds like I would not have been. I've taken quite a liking to you. What's your name, boy? Taichi, and stop calling me boy. You're so cute when you're irritated, boy. I'm going to pull my hair out at this rate. You may call me Ayame. If only I could think of another annoying pet name for her, too. But I really can't at the moment. I would just call her Red. Okay then, Ayame. It was nice talking to you, but I have to get back to my job. Now, I have a business proposal for you. There must be some reason why you're working as a low-paid cleaner at a hotel. I have some financial troubles. I needed whatever work I could get. See, we can help each other. Do tell. I can teach you how to control bad karma as well. And you could help me with this job. Oh, it's just like the other 2. So there's too much work for you to do this by yourself? Something along those lines, yes. But I also need to work faster than those other two. As brutish and unrefined as their techniques are, they do outnumber me. If you help me out, then I could get a bonus on this job. Of course, you'll be compensated too. Fair work for fair pay, fair work for fair pay, right? Right. I think I might have to decline. Now why is that, boy? Those other two also offered me the same thing. Oh, you're thinking of helping them out? You wouldn't want to upset me, would you? I'd honestly rather stay out of all this. Go, deal with slimes and vines yourself. It's okay. I was not expecting you to go along with it right away. I like it better when I break them first. They become so much more obedient that way. Believe me, boy. She licks the tip of her finger slowly. You will give in eventually. Sure I will. She just gives me a sultry smile. That is what they all say in the beginning. I think my break's over now. Actually, I managed to get you the rest of the day off, and you're still getting paid for it. Think of it as a little gift for our new partnership. The partnership which I haven't actually agreed to. You will, in time. Just wait and see. She begins to slowly float away from me, rings of light hovering around her feet. The bad karma is still accumulating even as we speak. Who knows what could happen if it is not dealt with in time. Even if it is not with me, you must do something. I will be waiting for your answer, boy. Why did you even ask me for my name if you aren't going to say it? Like I said, it's fun to see your irritated face. She eventually disappears into the sky. So, her name is Ayame. I have a bad feeling that I have not seen the last of her. Those other two are going to show up again as well. I can just feel it in my bones. It's been a long day. The manager was on my back the entire time, too. I've just got this last room to finish cleaning and I can finally leave. Well, at least no one is going to come into the room. And the bed is surprisingly clean. No mysterious stains or crumbs to be seen anywhere. Exhausted, I plop onto the bed. I'm sure no one is going to care if I just take a minute to lie down. Staring at the ceiling, I try to piece together everything that happened today. Love can apparently be channeled into some sort of death laser which destroys things, or you can harness the power of bad karma. I don't want to think about it, but it keeps gnawing at the back of my mind. Maybe this is some sort of sign that I've gone horribly wrong somewhere in my life. As much as I hate to admit that, those three girls definitely don't care how defiant I am. So, what do I do instead? Do I just go along with it quietly? I really don't have a choice. The mind wiping they can do doesn't sound like fun. Oh well. Might as well finish my work here. Finish up work quickly, or take my time. Let's take our time. I suppose there's no point in rushing. Unless I do a proper job, that stupid manager is going to cause me no end of grief. Oh, Taichi! I thought I heard someone out here. What? Where is she? Please, not you again. Aw, don't be like that. We're friends, aren't we? No, we're not friends. But we can become friends. I'm sure of this. The power of love can conquer anything. Really? Of course it can. You just have to believe in it. I doubt that's how it works. Your training is going to be hard if you don't change your attitude. Enough of that. Where are you? I'm out here. These hotel rooms sure are nice. Don't tell me you've been using this room. That's right. I'm surprised that they sent someone to clean it. But I thought this room wasn't being used. No one needs to know that. That's it. I'm going to go out on the balcony and get her out of here. Alright, you have to leave. You're going to do it right. No. My throat suddenly goes dry. Is something wrong? It's not something I really noticed before, but her boobs are huge. You didn't notice it before? I'm pretty sure you said specifically that you did notice it before. And they're sticking out right where I can see them. And she doesn't seem concerned for a moment that I can see her like this. She grabs a nearby bottle of soap and squirts some into her hands. Gently, she rubs it into her chest. These balcony spas are great. She lets out a content sigh and sinks into the water. Her hands slide down her thighs as she rubs them down. My legs are so sore after a long day at work. My eyes go down a bit further over her midriff. Your face is really red, Taichi. When she says that, I snap out of my daze. What the hell are you doing? You can't use the balcony spa to bathe like this. Why not? People are going to see you. No, they won't. My magical powers prevent normal people from seeing me. So, I'm not normal then? That's great news. Of course not. You're going to be someone very special. I'm sure of it. What if I don't want to be special? Is there some reason why you wouldn't want to be special? If there wasn't, I wouldn't be asking that question. I swear, Taichi, your power will grow if you accept love into your heart. To hell with that. Just put some clothes on or something. She stands up then, the bubbles from soap barely obscuring her nudity. Her chest noticeably shakes as she rises. Oh, so that's why you're embarrassed. You were so defiant that I thought you would have been a bit more comfortable with this. You're practically a stranger. How am I supposed to be comfortable with this? Aw, you're so cute when you're embarrassed like this. This is a whole new side of you, Taichi. I like it a lot. She smiles mischievously at me. If you want, we can get to know each other even better once you begin your training. You can learn a lot about just how powerful love can be. Are you even listening to me? I can't handle this situation. I'll put some clothes on in a minute. So don't worry, Taichi. Just let me finish my bath first. You shouldn't even be in this room. No one needs to know. I swear. I can't get a break today. Let's just get her out of here so I can work on a plan from there. Alright, we're going to take a short break here. In fact, we're going to save the game, and we will return in a moment. Okay, we're back. Return. Huh. I can't believe that I actually agreed to this. Hikari convinced me to meet up with them later. So, I'm just sitting here waiting. I hear the sound of something sparkling. Hey, Taichi. You came. It is good to see you. Hey. An awkward moment passes before they realize that's all I'm gonna say. So, I just wanted to ask you something. Do you know anyone by the name of Ayame? The two of them just look at me. Her again? I did get the impression that things were frosty between them. She's such a pain. If she's here, if she's here, then this is the third operation that she's going to disrupt for us. So I take it you all have a long history with each other. She was also one of our master's disciples, but she could not grasp the power of love. And so she walked on a path far different from ours, and far darker. I see. So they do all have some history with each other. Stay away from her. Nothing good can come from it. Yuki is right. It may sound harsh, but you should not let yourself be deceived. So, Taichi, Yuki offers her hand to me. Take my hand. Eh? Why? You will see. It's then that Hikari also offers her hand. I will help you too. I don't really understand, but I guess I have no choice but to go along with it. Oh, sorry guys, I guess I'm yawning. Fine. I take both of their hands. They stand either side of me, and then I feel a sense of weightlessness. My feet are slowly drifting away from the ground. Hold on tight, Taichi. As long as you hold our hands, you'll be fine. Hey, you didn't say we would be flying. You'll be fine. That's right. We'll make sure you don't fall. No, please, no flying. But my protests fall on deaf ears. Here we go. Time for more speed. Enjoy the ride, Taichi. The two of them truly take off then. The wind blows through my hair as we fly far above the coastline. After a few minutes of flying, I have no idea where we've ended up. We're in some kind of forest. Say, Taichi, would you say that you're unhappy? About the flight? Damn right I am. No, it's something deeper than that. Yes, I just feel like your heart is heavy. Heavy? What exactly does that mean? I couldn't tell you. Only you know. Only you would know that. It feels as though you don't truly trust anyone. You'd be right about that. Anyway, let's drop that subject. Why are we here? This forest is your aptitude test. A normal person could never possibly navigate their way through here. Yes, the forest tests you at every turn. If you can find either of us within the forest, then will have passed your first trial. Wait, you're going to make me wander through this place by myself? I can barely see the sun underneath this canopy. Don't worry. If you can't find us, we'll take you back at sundown. That's still not okay. If you pass the trial, our employer will send you a starting bonus. Fine. I hope that it pays well then. Very well. Are you ready? As ready as I'll ever be, I guess. The two of them quickly disappear into the undergrowth. I wait for a few minutes for them to get well and truly far away from me. So, how am I supposed to find them? Do I just make guesses and hope I end up in the right place? Well, whatever. I could just sit here and wait for them to take me back. Maybe they will leave me alone then. Somehow, that option doesn't seem that appealing to me. Alright, I'll at least give it a try. My first move will be to go always to the left. With no fanfare, I decide to go to the left. The entire forest feels like it's resisting me every time I try to move somewhere. I angrily force my way through the undergrowth. There's a crossroad ahead, forking off in two directions. So, if I were a magical girl, which way would I be? I'm gonna go left again. Maybe go right. Better switch it up. I'm going to go right this time. I don't think I'm going the right way at all. Come on. Sounds like you're having some trouble. Oh, great, it's her. Sure enough, she floats down from the canopy. And it looks like you've been eavesdropping. How cold. I'm here to offer you a helping hand. Really? How? Really? Now? Do you doubt me? Not exactly, but I can't help but feel that I should stick to this trial they've given me. Why is that exactly? You look like you simply want to get away from all this. Besides, even the forest is conspiring against you. So what's wrong with having a little extra help on your side? Fine. Good boy. It annoys me so much when she says boy. Now, if you want to find those two, you should focus your senses. Try to imagine that you can see love. Actually see love? Yes, that is the source of their power after all. So don't disappoint me, boy. Stop calling me that. She just smiles at me and slowly drifts above the canopy again. That was helpful. Right. I'll try to focus my mind. Maybe if I just believe I can find them. That's an odd sensation. I feel as though I can actually sense something. There's some sort of glow, I guess is the best word for it. It's passing through this forest like a river. And somehow, I can get a feeling for how the forest is moving. I'm somewhere in the middle of it, and I can tell that I've been moving around in a circle since I arrived here. The forest really has been deceiving me. I'd be angry, but there's no point at all. I think I finally know where they are. Stumbling through the undergrowth, I think I see a clearing ahead. Wait, isn't this where we were before? What's going on? You did it! I knew you could. Excellent work, Taichi. Didn't we have to fly to get to that forest? Yep, to the other side of it. It's a long walk, so we figured it would be best to fly you there. How did you think you did, Taichi? I think I understand what you two are talking about now. So basically, you can sense things with magic. That is correct. You have some latent talent for the use of magic abilities. You just need a little push to bring those talents to the surface. Since people with such talents are so rare, you should join us in our work. Yeah, right. So I'm gonna become a magical girl or something like that? Why would you become a magical girl? The proper term for someone like you is a magician. You don't have to wear a frilly uniform unless you want to. I really don't. Now that this trial has been overcome, can I get a break now? Of course you can. Yep, you did great today, Taichi. Wander around the forest for a while. I don't think I'm going to complain about the manager again, or anything to do with this job. After all, after that little adventure through the forest, anything would be fine. Thinking about something, boy? I see steam billowing out from underneath the bathroom door. Come on in, don't be bashful. I'll pass. But I find that some irresistible force is pulling me toward the door. Hey, let me go! It swings wide open of its own accord, just so that we can get another screenshot. Achievement. We didn't do anything to get this achievement. I wanted to have a moment to speak with you, boy. What's the matter? Have no words to offer me? The water streams down over her dark skin, hardly obscuring her figure. Her smile is even more sultry than before. That impressive chest of hers is only obscured by the flowing locks of her dark red hair. I lose myself in the sight for the moment. Oh my, you're making me feel embarrassed. You're staring at me with such lustful eyes. Not that I mind. I snap out of it. Why are you here? Do you ask that of every lady who's having a shower? My body gets awfully dirty, you know. She says this as one of her hands begins to slip down the side of her thigh. That isn't what I meant. I know it wasn't. It's just fun to see that flustered look on your face, boy. Since you did a good job on your trial, I just thought to myself, maybe I could reward you somehow. Good pets get rewards, you know. What kind of reward? Oh, does this interest you? There's a little defiant streak. Where's that little defiant streak that you had before? She makes her chest sway a little bit. Does a woman just have to show you a little skin to make you obedient? You really are easy, you know. That's more than a little skin you're showing. Ah, there it is. You're no fun unless you try to actively resist me. Stop mocking me. She begins giggling. I'm liking you more and more, boy. Why don't you step in the shower with me? We can get to know each other a little better. That irresistible force is pulling me in again, but it stops right before I enter the shower. Your mouth was saying no, but you were really saying yes. She giggles again. I'm just teasing you. I figured. Is the view not reward enough for you, boy? I just stare again. That's what I thought. Work a little harder, and we might be able to get you something a little more satisfying. Right. Now go on, back to work, boy. After she's finished showering, she steps out. Oh, here you are. It was good for you to wait for me, boy. I'd tell you to stop with the boy thing, but it would just encourage you. That's right. I'm asserting my dominance over you already. As if that's going to happen. Your tongue is still so sharp. How cute. I could just pinch your cheek. I'm not going to get away from her if I keep getting baited into these dumb conversations. Let's change it to a different topic. There must be a reason why you're here. Do you want to say something to me? Just checking to see how you're doing. After all, you have been through such a terrible trial. To say the least. I know that they said the forests were alive, but that one sure had it out for me. Since when does the bark become slippery if you touch it? I think the whole trial could have gone a lot better. Could have, should have, did not. It doesn't matter. Now then, on to a more important topic. Still interested in sharing the job with me? I'm still undecided about that. Those two girls seem to have taken a liking to you, so I can understand why you're hesitant. They haven't convinced you that I'm evil, though, have they? Not at all. Good. I would hate for you to share their narrow-minded ways. What exactly happened between all of you, anyway? I've had several moments in my life that put me on a different path from those two. I have done the same training as them. I simply could not bring myself to believe in it. Love has its uses, but destruction alone is not the right solution. That notion has caused a lot of friction, that is for certain. She seems like a bit of a pariah when I look at her. She seems like a bit of a pariah. I don't think she's incorrect in her ideas, but I don't think the other two are necessarily incorrect either. Why so curious, boy? Wanting to get to know me before I take your virginity? Ugh. I am not a virgin. Only a virgin would so loudly deny that they're a virgin. I swear, boy, you're far too easy to tease. Why don't you make this a little bit more challenging for me? I'm almost grinding my teeth. Calm down, calm down. You need to learn to take a little bit of teasing, boy. You need to learn to like it, basically is what she just said. I really don't like her. Having such an easily bruised ego is not befitting of a man. I need to finish cleaning in here. So, do you mind leaving? Oh, had enough for one day? Yes. What a blunt answer. Very well. Remember that I can take you out of this terrible job any time you like. The offer will always be open. Thanks, but I'll be fine. I can tell my dad that I quit. I can't tell my dad that I quit or anything like that. There's no way that the manager wouldn't tell him. You certainly are dedicated to mopping floors and making beds, boy. It's not like I have a choice in the matter. Oh, but you do. She walks up to me and gives me a lick on the cheek. I recoil from her. Hey, keep your tongue to yourself. So bashful. You really must be a virgin. She leaves the room with a confident stride. All I can do is sit there and fume. Don't you dare make fun of me. That woman is such a pain. I'm on my way to work now. After what I experienced yesterday, I don't think I'll ever complain about cleaning again. Even if the manager is... even that manager is bearable compared to my new overlords. But he's an ugly, pudgy man in his 40s. I guess working with 3 girls is a bit nicer than that. Oh, good morning. Good morning. I wasn't expecting to see you this early. I just wanted to talk to you. Are you keen to start your job as a magician? I don't know. You don't know? Yeah, I just feel tired. Well, you did walk a long way through that forest. Thanks to someone in particular. At least it's over. But it's going to become tougher from here. You're going to have to help us fight slimes and vine monsters. Are those the only things which pop up due to bad karma? Not the only things, but the most common. And it's evil, not bad karma. Right, evil. Good. You can't let Ayami's words deceive you. Why did she leave exactly? I don't want to talk about it right now. Sorry, Taichi. That's fine. I better change the topic then. So, how much does this magician job pay exactly? I'd say it's at least 10 times your current pay as a cleaner. That's insane. That's not really insane. Like, a highly skilled, what do you call it? Exclusive position? Like a doctor or a lawyer or someone who has to go through years of training? That's fine. How so? Magicians are very rare, and they need to be well paid to do their work. Magical girls are a bit more common. Well, the job sounds like it has some pretty great benefits. What made you decide to become a magical girl apart from the pay? Well, I just thought it would be fun to do. How often do you get a chance to do something like this? Just think, magic is real, and it's powered by love. And the uniforms are so stylish too. Honestly, the benefits to this job are endless. Don't you think the uniforms look a little silly? Seriously, the uniforms are absurd. Although I'm not complaining about how revealing they are. They're not silly. They're woven from a maiden's love and resistant to the touch of evil itself. Well, I could have expected her not to take this seriously. I couldn't have expected her not to take this seriously. I better not make too much commentary about it. The last thing I want to do is upset her. Right. I wholeheartedly believe in our mission, too. There's so much sadness in this world. And the grief is the source of all evil. That grief is the source of all evil. If I can do something to destroy that sorrow, I will. Don't you think that if you are given a chance to serve a higher purpose, you have an obligation to see it through? I never really been called to a higher purpose, so I wouldn't know. But you have. With Hikari and me. Believe me, Taiichi. You will understand once you start working. What we do is important. How important exactly? I would say that our work ensures the continued survival of humanity as a species. The stakes are a bit high for my liking. Oh, come on. It's not that bad. I don't know. I haven't worked as a magician before. Isn't this a job I'm not really qualified for? Seriously, I don't even know that magic existed a short while ago. And now I'm being asked to go out and fight monsters with it? So much for a boring cleaning job. Well, you can always try it and see how it works out, right? I think that you could become a great magician. It's not really a career choice I thought about. And how could you in my circumstances? Then what did you think about? What did you want to be when you were growing up? I just go quiet and reflect back on all those years in school. I didn't really think of a career at all. Oh, so that's how you ended up here. Yep, a minimum wage job I can't lose, a ton of debt to my dad, and a manager who won't get off my back. If you want an example of what bad decision making gets you, look no further. My life story can be summed up with 2 sentences. That's kind of depressing. I didn't know those were your circumstances. I'm sorry for being so insensitive. I get the impression that she's the sort of person who can't handle hurting other people's feelings. I'm tougher than I look, you know. You aren't going to hurt me with words. But I'm a magical girl. I should not hurt your feelings. So if I do anything to make you uncomfortable, please tell me. She really does take this job seriously, and I like her. There's no need to make her anxious. You worry too much. You aren't going to offend me. Just be yourself. That doesn't seem like much, but it's enough to reassure her. Thanks, Taiichi. I knew that you were a good guy. I don't know what gave you that impression. You can't hide your true self from a magical girl. Believe me, we know exactly how you are feeling. I'm not big on invasion of privacy, you know. It's not like that. Don't be mean. Alright. But you get what I mean. I don't think you'll like what's floating around in my head. It can't be that bad. I guess you won't know until you look. It's then that I feel something sticky clinging to the sole of my shoe. Wait. Are your shoes sticky too? What do you mean? It's then that I look down to find something creeping up my leg. What the hell? Taiichi, a slime sneaked up on you. She shoves me out of the way. The slime quickly entangles her, preventing her from moving. Yuki! I try to punch the damn thing, but it just flings me away. Damn. I crash onto the ground before stumbling back onto my feet. Yuki! Yuki, don't worry. My mouth seems to go dry as I get a closer look at what the slime is doing to her. Of course it does. Are slimes meant to do things like that? Is this the manifestation of bad karma? Don't look! I have to figure out a solution, and fast. Well, what happened to Yuki just before was... I didn't think that existed outside of certain comics, which I may or may not have read. But there you have it, it's real. She seems to be fine afterward, thankfully. Moving on from that, I'm helping to clean the pool today. The sun's blazing, and I swear that I'm melting underneath the heat. So wait, what happened? There was no resolution there. I bet you there's an adult version of this game, like more adult, and that what happened was cut out for the Steam version. Which is probably for the best. Seeing the cool water lapping against the pool's edge, it makes me so frustrated. I just want to dive head first into it and lose myself in the water. I swear that stupid manager did this to me on purpose. Wiping the sweat from my brow, I have to suppress the urge to mutter to myself. I bet that you're watching me right now, you fat greaseball. The merciless sun continues to beam down on me, slowly sapping my strength with its sweltering heat. Damn. If only it was any day but today. I just want to dive in and forget all my troubles. But not today, I guess. Some sweat gets into my eyes. Damn it. I can only blindly flail around. It's then that someone hands me a wet washcloth. Oh. I clean my face and get the sweat out of my eyes. Hey, thanks. It's no problem. Not a good time to be working out here, don't you think? It's Hikari. Now where did you come from? I was looking for you, and I found you out here. Are you alright? I don't look that bad right now, do I? You look like you're going to shrivel up in the sun. A bit like a raisin. Oh. Come on, it's time for you to take a break. But I can't really take a break right now. It's then that I hear something clicking. I then see a glass with ice cubes is sitting in Hikari's hand. Good grief. It looks like some sort of fruity tropical drink. Okay, you win. Good. I don't need you overheating out there. I'm sure your boss won't mind if I just ask him nicely. Ask him nicely, you say. I have my methods. Do I really want to know? After getting out of the sun, I immediately down the cold drink. I even chew up the ice cubes. I can't help but let out a satisfied sigh. Hikari just smiles. Feeling better now? A lot better, yeah. Thanks a lot. You're welcome. You might not want to try chewing the ice cubes in the future. They might be too hard for your teeth. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind in the future. It's just cruel to have you working out here during a heat wave. I just had to do something to help you. Wait, there's a heat wave today? Yes, don't you pay attention to weather forecast? Maybe I should start doing that. Seriously, a heat wave today. The manager would have known about it too. He really isn't pleasant to deal with, is he? To say the least. At least it's over now. For now. It can be over forever if you want it to be. Let's not go that far, okay? This is my job, and I still have to do it, no matter how much I hate it. Good work ethic. Well, if you really want to. Well, I don't really want to, but I have to. I better change the topic. So, you say you were looking for me. I just wanted to have a talk with you. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? Just like Yuki this morning. I guess after the trial, they would want to check up on me. So, Taichi, I know that you must feel pressured. That man seems to be constantly annoying you. Why do you choose to work in a place such as this? Like I told Yuki this morning, I don't have a choice. Oh, you ran into her earlier? Yeah. It's not unexpected. She's a really nice person. She always worries about other people. Yeah, but we're getting a bit off track. You're right. Sorry about that. Don't worry about it. As I was saying, this is the only job that I could find. Everywhere else refused to hire me. The job market's really brutal right now, and I didn't do so well in high school. Seriously though, it is a brutal market. I've heard that even part-time positions, or any position at all, gets at least 200 applicants. It's a horrible time to be looking for positions which don't require previous experience or specific skills. I see. So you're simply doing what you can. Yeah. It's embarrassing to admit that this is the best I could find. I could get, though. And I owe a lot of money to my dad. A job's a job. Even being a magical girl gets like that sometimes. And you're saying that you owe money to your own father? Yeah, he helped me out a lot in these recent years. It's not like he's charging interest, but I feel like I have to pay it back. He always gets a bit sad when he hears about how I'm doing. It just makes me want to do a bit better, you know? That's a rather hard situation to deal with. But I'm sure you'll be able to do your father proud. Yeah, I hope so. I think I'll change the topic now. Why did you become a magical girl anyway? Just like you, I did not have many options open for me. I know that what it's like to have your back to the wall and there's nowhere to go. I hear a bit of sadness in her voice. I am grateful that it's no longer like that. Becoming a magical girl gave me wings. It let me fly far away from the past. Now I live in hope for what the future might bring. She smiles warmly at me. I'm sure that once you become a proper magician, you will get wings too. And you won't ever have to face that manager again. It sounds too good to be true. I've only been working here for a few days, and I can't stand him. I only spoke to him for a few minutes, and that was all I could take. We both laughed together. But it's then that I noticed something dripping from the ceiling. Something sticky and see-through. This is... Taichi! Move! You aren't strong enough to fight one of these yet. She shoves me out of the way. A rain of slime drops from the ceiling. Oh no, don't tell me. What is it doing? No, not there. Damn it, not again. I better get her out of here fast. These slimes. There's something else. Slimes and vines. I should have known. Why did I not recognize the tropes? So, after all of the incidents lately, I'm now waiting for those two to show up. Sure enough, I see something sparkling in the distance. And the two of them land in front of me in a shower of light, sparkles, and love hearts. Here we are! Hikari and Yuki! You really do know how to make an entrance. Practice. You have to look good when you're fighting evil. That's right. So, what's the next part of my training or whatever? We're going to take you to our secret base. We can give you a specially made magician's wand there. Secret base? Well, of course I wouldn't know about a secret base. Just how many resources are behind these two in their operations? That's right. That's where we retreat to when we need to recover. Everyone needs somewhere to rest after a long day at work. How are we going to get there? Please don't tell me we have to fly again. Yes. Sorry, but it's the only way. Fine. Hurry up. I offer my hands. No, we won't be doing it like that again. What we need is speed. You must exit the atmosphere if you want to make it. Wait, just how fast would that be? Don't worry about the details. You'll be fine. Just believe in us and in yourself. Before I can say anything else, I already feel myself floating. I don't know how fast I'm going, but it's like the entire sky is passing me by every moment. In the distance, I see a tiny speck of something. It sparkles brightly as the entire world zooms past my head. It comes closer and closer, and I brace myself for an impact. Am I still alive? Is there anyone else here? Oh, wow. I open my eyes to find that I'm standing in a bright pink room. See? That wasn't so bad. I know it seems scary, but no one's ever died due to that maneuver. So, what now? I just want to forget what happened. Oh yeah, we have to put you forward to our employer. They do a lot of good work around the world. Both of them clap their hands together. Hey, we've got a new recruit. He's proving to be very promising. Am I supposed to be able to see them? Not exactly. You only get to see our employer once they recognize your talents. I'm sorry, Taichi, but you will simply have to wait. Okay, then. She turns to a random corner of the room. Yes, we're certain of his capabilities. Yep, he managed to get through the forest with no problem. Whatever conversation is going on, their employer seems to be critical of me. Oh, I see. That really isn't good. Okay, we understand. We'll do our best. They then turn to me. Well, they do not seem to think much of you yet, but we'll prove them wrong somehow. And what wasn't good? It turns out that things are actually a lot worse than we thought around that hotel. The accumulated evil is actually gathering there. The flow of evil is not natural. Something is actually pulling evil toward that hotel. We have our suspicions as to who could be doing such a thing. Ayame? There couldn't possibly be another culprit. She did tell you how her powers work, didn't she? Yes, something about being able to control bad karma. Evil! Alright, evil. So what do we do about it then? We either destroy all of it somehow, or we find out what's causing all of this evil to gather in one place and destroy it instead. Well, I don't know what I can do, but I'll help in whatever way I can. I guess I'm throwing my lot in with these two. So, can I work with you, or what? Our employer was willing to put you on a trial run. Does a trial run offer any pay? Not as much as you would normally get, but I think it should be enough to keep you satisfied. We told you that our employer is generous, so do not worry. Alright, I guess this is it then. I'm going to become a magician. Well, at least I'm moonlighting as one. It still beats cleaning toilets, I guess. Anyway, you need your wand. Both of them clap their hands together. Love, show him the totem of his potential. Love, let him wield his own courage. A brightly colored cloud of smoke poofs in my face. When it clears, I see... Ah, the wand of a rogue wizard. You are very lucky. It lets you use any magic you can imagine. But you will have to train yourself in its use. We can't really help you. All I see is a thin, plain stick. It's better than nothing, I guess. And that is where we're going to leave it for today. So, thank you for, Thank you for joining me here on Game Adair. My name is Step. We have been playing Sakura Magical Girls. I don't know why it won't pop up. But, it's been fun, I guess. This is the end of the Spring Sakura series for now. If I get more of the Sakura games in a bundle, or if some generous patron of the arts wants to throw me some Steam cred, that would not extend the series for now, but, you know, we can revisit it later. And, yeah, I enjoy these games even with all of their flaws. I think my favorite so far has been the Sakura Dungeon. It has a little more actual gameplay. So if you want to check out a video of a more than visual novel, check that out. For now, I have been Step. We've been playing Sakura Magical Girls. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. And remember that the first video I do to get 100 likes will get a full playthrough as a bonus video on the channel. So if you want to make that Sakura Magical Girl, hit that like button. Also, if you're new to the channel, or if you have not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Subscribing is a great way to support the channel if you like my content. And if you don't like my content, please leave me a comment to let me know why and how I can improve. Also, when you subscribe, don't forget to hit that dingy bell, because that will let you know when I upload new videos, which I do every single day. Thank you for joining me here on Game Adair. Please come back tomorrow when I'll be playing something for Mobile Monday.